All clear. Dispatch, enjoy your ride.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for my breakdown on Disney's Hollywood Studios. Like I said, it's been about 2 years since I've been to this park, but great to be back, and boy, in what fashion it was. Great day here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Let's jump right into it. Started the day off with Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway at a wonderful replacement all in all together. It's not the Great Movie Ride, but a applicable replacement for the Great Movie Ride itself, ranking in a total tempo ticket score of a 7.92. Was really impressed with the animatronics, really impressed with the effects, and really impressed that they really made you feel like you were in cartoon world, which is extremely hard to do even with modern technology. So great job, Mickey's Runaway Railway at a 7.92. Heading on now down to Tower of Terror, a classic timeless drop ride here. It is a forced drop ride, so it doesn't fall at 9.8 meters per second squared, which is constant rate of gravity, and your traditional drop rides fall out. However, it powers you down faster than 9.8 meters per second square, so you get a lot more airtime, a lot more stomach drop on Tower of Terror. It's wonderfully themed. Out of the 3 Tower of Terrors I've been on, both Paris and Disneyland, this is my all-time favorite because there's a lot more scenery involved in this ride, ranking it all together at Tower of Terror at a nice tempo ticket score here at 8.54. Moving on to the Vekoma Classic, known as Rockin Rollercoaster here. This wonderful launch coaster made by Vekoma opened up here in 1999 and still holds its punch to this day. Wonderful timeless attraction, time and time again, and you go on it ride after ride after ride, and oftentimes they have. Wonderful time here at Rockin Rollercoaster. Twists, turns, inversions, launchers, everything you want. Rockin Rollercoaster, Aerosmith in the background, ranking it at a 7.17. Not the most intense coaster I've been on, but definitely a fun time. 7.17 for Rockin Rollercoaster. Now, I need my break in the day, and where else to go but a wonderful theater show, and that would be in Muppet Vision 3D here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. And I mean, it's the same show. The interior they redid a little bit leading up part of the queue, but inside it's the same thing as it's been since pretty much the opening of time here in the parks. They haven't put much work into it. I love to see a different Muppet show go into it in its place, maybe in a near distant future. But either way, it's a good show, but it's not superb Disney quality, so that's why I'm ranking it in at a 5.09. Next up on the technical breakdown sheet is going to be the Slinky Dog Dash coaster, this multi-launch coaster as well, also a Vekoma. Really a kid coaster, not much as far as a launch coaster ramping up to your other big coasters. No, this is very mild, very much made for kids, 0 airtime, 0 G-forces. It's more just to get on it to see you got on it. So a rather low coaster score here for Slinky Dog at a 5.24. Yeah, not all that fun, but either way, still great for the kids, 5.24. Directly next to it is going to be Toy Story's Midway Mania, a wonderful screen-heavy attraction, but the queue is really nice. The queue's fun, talking Miss Potato Head and all that good jazz, so definitely a nice break from the heat, except most of the queue, part of the queue is now outside, but either way, it's still a nice time here, but it is a screen-heavy simulator in a way. It's part game, which is fun, but overall, I could do without Midway Mania for most of my day, ranking it at a 5.74 for Toy Story's Midway Mania. And then heading up now to Galaxy's Edge for Smuggler's Run. Really impressed as far as it's the most interactive simulator I've been on. I'm not too big on the actual simulator rides themselves, but this actual simulator projected a much more in-depth look than Star Tours ever did. And like I said in the video, I don't know why Star Tours is still a thing. A Smuggler's Run exists. Just because it's such a better version of Star Tours, and they could totally knock Star Tours down and build something else better in its place there, because Star Tours is long overdue for a major overhaul. But either way, Smuggler's Run ranking in a decent score here at a 7.02. Now it's time, ladies and gentlemen, for the cream of the crop, as those would call it here, and Rise of the Resistance. Now, just let me tell you, I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning, having gone to bed at 4 o'clock in the morning just to try to get a boarding pass for this. And boy, did it pay off, because at 6:59, I scrolled down, 7 o'clock hit, and boom, I got my boarding pass, group 57. That's my only grievance of the ride, is the boarding pass. Other than that, from the second you enter the queue, it's all immersive. When you originally, I mean, literally from enter the queue and they start boarding you, it's just attraction. You know, they have a simulator part there where you board a ship, you get taken over by the Dark Order, now you're the bad guy in their eyes, so that's when you board the actual ride simulator part of the actual Trackless Dark Ride part itself. So overall, before you even get to the Trackless Dark Ride, it's about 15 minutes of attraction before that. Really immersive, really glad I got to experience the whole thing post-COVID as opposed to during the pandemic when they were skipping the pre-show. But either way, once you get to your Trackless Dark Ride part, boy does it take off. And boy, do you got to be paying attention, because you will miss every little detail in there. It's immersive, in your face, twists and turns, it's fast. You go up an elevator lift, you go down an elevator lift, you drop, everything. You have a drop feeling on a dark ride, which is very, very rare. But just the animatronics are so new, so impressive, so in your face that you leave the ride jaw dropped, awe-inspired. I felt like screaming when I got off the ride. And you come to this wonderful unload station, which is part inside, part outside, and it's just simply immersive, simply superb. It's the best, hands down, dark ride I've ever been on, and to this day, the best total tempo ticket score for any attraction I've ever given out, ranking it at a 9.17 for Rise of the Resistance. Rise of the Resistance closing off the day, the best theme park dark ride I've ever been on in my life. Rise of the Resistance, hats off, great job to Disney for that one. Over and all together, Hollywood Studios, if I'm going to give it a total tempo ticket score, factoring in how they've taken a lot out throughout the years and what the park's been for what it is now, I do like the direction they're going in. It's not they're taking studios away from, it's not so much you're filming the studio anymore, it's now you're in the movie, and I do appreciate that. I do like the studio aspect of it, though, how it originally started, and I used to work there in my college program, but it has changed much throughout the years. But I do like the new direction they're going. Still a little bit of a work in progress, but not much left for studios. Ranking in a total tempo ticket score for Disney's Hollywood Studios at 7.52 total tempo tickets for Disney's Hollywood Studios. Thanks again, guys, for watching this breakdown video. Be sure to like and subscribe down below. Catch you guys next time.
Meet you at the Midway.